Anton here from Dropship Lifestyle, the only company to ever be voted best e-commerce course by Shopify. And in this quick video, what I want to do is talk to you about the new way to do e-commerce. Listen, this is something I've been doing myself since 2007. And unfortunately, in the beginning, things were difficult. So what we'll do is cover what the old way looked like, which unfortunately many people are still doing. Then I want to talk about the new way, which I've been doing and perfecting for over a decade now. And then I want to talk about a list of products I can give you to help you find what actually works in 2022. Now, before we get into this entire video, because it's going to kind of be a lot, if you want a in-depth training that is 2 hours long, my advice to you is click a button on the screen right now. There'll be one up here if you're on a mobile device, one down here if you're on desktop. Just click that. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And when you get there, you can register for the free in-depth training. But for now, let's go ahead and get into what e-commerce used to look like for me. And again, unfortunately, still looks like for a lot of business owners out there that are trying to make this work and trying to build a real business. So what do you need to start? You need to choose products. What are you going to sell? Now, what you do, if you do things right, is market research. Rather than just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks, you do your market research, you try to find winners with the highest probability possible. That way, once you do the work, you can at least be motivated knowing that you're likely to succeed. Anyway, from there, you do your market research. The old way involves sourcing products, typically from China. And if you want to do that the right way, what you do is hire a sourcing agent. These are people that make sure the product quality is actually what the supplier says it is, right? They can actually go to the factories. They can make sure they're even legit, they even exist. They can look at the products. They can make sure that you can trust this company with your money. From there, the next step is find the money. That means actually put together enough cash so you can order containers, or maybe you're doing air shipments, but so you can get the products from, in this case, China or whatever country you buy from, and have those products go from there to the country where you plan to do business. Next step is typically ship via ocean freight, just because it's so much more affordable. And if you want profit margins to even exist with the old way, that's how you're going to have products coming in. From there, you would build your website so people actually have somewhere to buy from. Then you got to go ahead and build trust. From there, of course, you need to get traffic, convince people to buy, and then reinvest money into inventory. Now, that is something, again, that most people still do, because the truth is you can make money doing that. But what I realized about 3 years into my e-commerce journey was that there is a better way. And again, this new way, this better way, is what I've been doing now and perfecting for over a decade. And again, if you want an in-depth training on exactly what it looks like, how you can build a highly profitable semi-automated store without a big investment, my advice to you again is click up here if you're on mobile, click down there if you're on desktop. When you get to the page that looks like this over here, you can register. Just type in your email address, click where it says get started, and you will have a 2-hour in-depth training. Plus, I'm going to give you this. It is a list of 237 profitable product ideas for you to sell online that all work with the new way of doing e-commerce. Again, we were the only program to ever be voted best e-commerce course by Shopify. See if it focuses on that, but Dropship Lifestyle, we won this award because Shopify sees that our members get results and they see that our community wins. It's because I don't just talk about this stuff, I do it, and I teach it in a way that helps people understand, move forward, and build these businesses. So what does the new way look like, right? Well, we start at the same place. We need to choose products. Of course, you're going to sell stuff online. You need to know what you're going to sell. Next step is, again, do your market research so you have the highest probability of success. Here's where things get different, right? Here's where we shift off from the old way. Source domestic suppliers. What I mean here is we're working with suppliers that have products in stock in the countries where we do business, and for you, wherever you're going to do business, right? These are suppliers that ship within 2 to 5 days. I call them silver and gold suppliers. I talk more about that on that training, so I'll cover what that means there. And we become authorized retailers to sell for these brands. So we're not just selling random stuff. We're not selling stuff we're not actually approved to sell. We're forming relationships with suppliers that are domestic, that ship fast, and that actually want us to sell their products. Surprise, surprise, right? From there, we build our stores. For us, we build them all on Shopify. We have our own theme. It's called Charlotte. It's brand new. It's amazing. Just built in 2022, totally from the ground up. You're going to love that. I'll talk about it on that training. From there, we have to run ads, right? Again, very specific thing we do with the type of stores we build is we want a 2 to 3 day ROI. That means return on ad spend. That means if I put $1 into ads today, I want that to equate to $10 in sales within 2 to 3 days. So very, very specific with how we get traffic. Ways we do it primarily are through a very certain type of Google ads. We use Bing ads. We, of course, do Facebook and Instagram for remarketing, and then organic traffic. That's that free traffic that we get from a bunch of different sources that you can learn more about on that training, linked up on this video. Finally, what we do next for the new way is install what I call automations. These are things that automatically repeat the day-to-day tasks of the business. Now, this isn't a passive income thing. It's not like you don't do any work, but the automations that we use take care of order fulfillment, large part of sales and marketing, and a big part of customer service. So when everything is in place with the new way, these businesses can be built typically within maybe 3 to 4 weeks. Once they're up and running, they can be managed between 15 and 30 minutes per day. And again, this is what I've been doing myself, the old way since 2007. The new way I started around 2009, 2010. It's been reiterated a bunch of times since then. It's been perfected a lot since then. And the training that is linked up right now, you'll see those buttons on the screen. When you register it, you're going to get exactly what the new way looks like now in 2022, what I've used myself for over a decade, what I've taught to over 10,000 members from over 50 different countries, and what simply works. So if you want to know more, click those links, go to that page, get registered, and I look forward to seeing you on the free training.